So yeah, it's been a little while since I've been on here. Yeah, I mean, professionalism in action, adjusting all that stuff now, as opposed to before I sit there hit the record button. I apologize for my absence, for all two of my fans. Um, I've been, I had a sinus infection, real monster sinus infection, that went down to my lungs. So just infection, just all over. So I'm on lots of fun, pills and steroid nasal sprays and oh yeah, some industrial strength cough syrup. So, but the spray's got steroids in it, and wow, really opens up the sinuses. Kind of nice. Um, I doubt they'll let me refill that over and over. I'd like to slow down my snoring, my god awful snoring. But I don't know. I don't have any rants or anything like that. I mean, I could probably, excuse me, come up with something, but uh, gosh, I mean, that's the problem with me is I have tons and tons of rants, and I talk to myself in my head all day and bitch about this, that, and the other thing, and try to have some kind of coherent argument going on in my head, and then I get here and it just becomes some random whatever the hell. Sometimes the stuff that happens during the day sticks, sometimes it doesn't. Um, Mostly by the time I get here, it's the most recent thing in my mind, which may not be the best thing to rant about. Usually it's the thing that happens around 1 in the afternoon that just in my head, and if it sticks, maybe I'll get to it here. I don't know. But I'm on 6 days a week at work because I'm down an employee. So um, one day off a week right now, which doesn't really lend to having the free time to kind of coagulate and get thoughts together and some kind of cogent thing to say here. And I don't know if I need to do that. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that. I don't know if that's the way of things. Um, Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. Because this was going to be a diary originally, just kind of well, look, a fly. I guess spring is coming. Um, this was supposed to be a diary. And I thought to myself, well, you like to spout off, so kind of rant and diary and make it public to where people can watch it. It's not like it's earning me money off of YouTube, not like the crazy people who do these well edited, insane things on YouTube and they get paid for it. There are people who actually make their living posting videos, kind of doing what I'm doing here on YouTube. Um, I did make this stuff advertising eligible. Um, Not that I'll ever make any money off of it, but um, I did do that. Who knows? Maybe they'll send me a check for a nickel one day. Who knows? Who cares really? I'd love to be a YouTube millionaire, and there are people out there. I mean, good for them. They figured it out. You know, I guess a lot of it is that I'm not from the generation that would know how to do that or why to do that. You know what I mean? Or what kind of content would appeal. And I don't know if I'd want to do that anyway. I mean, what am I thinking? There's I've seen the YouTube stars. Some of them, good for them. Talent and all that. Some of it's like, really, what the fuck? Why are you people watching this? There's a lot of neat stuff on YouTube. Don't get me wrong, but anyway, saw American Hustle. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend the movie. Uh, I thought it was very impressive, very well done. I was engaged throughout. Definitely willful suspension of disbelief, which, if you don't know what that's about, willful suspension of disbelief is something that is really born in theater. Um, Now let's break it down. Willful, which means you mean it. You want to do. You're purposely doing. Suspension, to temporarily suspend, to put on pause, so to speak, to put on hold. Um, of disbelief, which means I don't believe what's going on. It's I recognize it as fantasy or whatever. So willful suspension of disbelief is you meaningfully put on hold. You're denying that it's real. That is a concept again in theater, to where if the show is so good, you get so engaged in it that you kind of break away from your reality and get so absorbed in it that you tend to believe that it's real, that it's happening. Not necessarily, maybe not necessarily real, but at least you're engaged enough in it to where it's nothing. You're in it. You're in it. It's got you. So that concept of willful suspension of disbelief, it's pretty neat. And I caught myself a couple times during American Hustle being so engaged, um, and awesome, awesome, because that doesn't happen that often. Some movies will totally pull you in. A lot of suspense movies, things like that, will kind of pull you in. But this was based on a true story, and it happened when I was very young. The ab scam thing, where they bribed senators and congressmen and stuff. Pretty, it's just a good premise. Christian Bale was the male lead. He did a fantastic job, and if he wasn't wearing a fat suit, man, that guy puts his body through hell. Because he did that one movie, I can't remember the name, Engineer or something like that, where he got like uber skinny, like down to like 100 pounds or something. And his ribs back, it was just gross. And then bulked up for Batman. Was svelte for American Psycho. Skinny back up for The Fighter, that one, where his brother was the boxer. Bulked up for another Batman movie, and now has just this belly in American Hustle, that it's kind of a middle-aged guy with all that weight, with the extra weight around the gut. Um, yeah, but he did a great job. So did everybody else in the movie, and there's a lot of talk about Jennifer Lawrence, but no, Amy Adams. When you watch the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. Amy Adams, amazing, amazing. Uh, just being able to turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. Really, really good. And Elizabeth Rome. If you don't know the name Elizabeth Rome, she was the blonde assistant district attorney on Law of Order. Um, I always thought she was pretty cute, you know, um, not model type, but she was cute. She was kind of that, and I thought she did a good job. Somebody on my Facebook today was like, "Eh, she learned how to act finally." Somebody didn't like her, but I always liked her. Anyway, when you see her in this movie, I had to go back and look at the scenes again, because I saw her name come up on the credits, and I'm like, wait a minute. And I go online to IMDb, and the mayor's wife, and I go back to the mayor's wife, and it's this dark-haired New Jersey housewife with the thick accent and the too much makeup and the oh my god and all that, and it was great. She really did a good job. But anyway, American Hustle, I thought was really phenomenal. Now, I haven't seen other Oscar movies like 12 Years a Slave that won an Oscar. I'm sure it's good, but I will say that I think American Hustle was a fantastic movie, and maybe, who knows, maybe it should have gotten it. It's gotten tons of awards though. I mean, obviously the Oscars are the big deal, but you know, oh, my computer's making wonderful noises, like things are disconnecting and connecting. I don't know why. Um, anyway, that being said, I've rambled on too long. Anyway, I had to get one in because just been busy and sick and all other excuses, reasons, whatever you want to call them. So I'll leave you be. Be good to each other.